This is Radio KAYE in Tacoma, Washington, the only free station in the Great Northwest.
Radio Tacoma.
Here's your host, the only man who could or would take our 2 a.m. time slot, Fred Lee Crisman.
Good evening, seekers of truth. I'm your host, Fred Crisman. Bigger paranormal legend than Sasquatch himself. And just like him, I am a real person. Look me up. I'm here to dispel a deluge of salacious slander. I was not involved in the Kennedy assassination. I could never have performed such a stunt alone. If you don't believe that I protected this world from egregious extraterrestrials, then I simply ask you, where are they? I don't see any aliens here, do you? You're welcome. The year was 1946. It all began when I sent a letter to magazine mogul Raymond Palmer.
This Fred Crisman is by no means shy about his claims. I'm trekking from the safety of my Chicago offices to his isolated and rather forgotten post, nestled under the northern lights. What I will find, I will report.
Careful what you touch. So you're the one who wants to hear the story. Raymond Palmer, I'm a big fan of your iced tea.
Mr. Crisman, I'm in the business of collecting and archiving certain types of stories. Mr. Crisman, have you been sleeping in this office?
Call me Fred. Fred Crisman. You may not know me too well, but I'm the one you should be thanking every time you tell your children how safe they are at night. And you will. I flew my last combat mission on May 26th. I flew over 300 missions during my stint in the war, but that day I had a steamy, hot date with Death himself in the skies above the Seine. Being shot down was as deadly as a canker sore for yours truly, but what waited below was so much worse. Chaduba Island, it was called. That was a funny name to call hell. After nearly being turned into teriyaki, I needed a small break. The sounds around me meant only one thing: tsunami. I had survived them twice before, but never without being at least 1,000 miles away. I think he's dead. Sorry, soldier.
This has been an enormous success, my Deros brethren. The extermination of this race shall prove quite simple. Keep digging. I require detailed maps of their meat zones.
Please stop!
Yes, this one is full of onions.
Who are you monsters?
We are the Deros. We are the true superior race of this planet. A true testament to strange eons of inbreeding.
They're called the Deros, or deformed robots, of which they are neither. I didn't name them. I was too busy putting the man in Crisman. Die, you space Nazi monsters! Yes, that's it. And yes, it's real.
You're kidding me. This could easily be a Hollywoodland movie prop.
Pull the trigger, then.
Well, well, one of the enemy has found us.
Enemy? You've just made an enemy of the Stars and Stripes.
You failed evolution of an ape. There are actually only two sides in this war. Human and Deros. Do with him as you please.
Whoa! Nice try, Deros.
Curses! You can't stay there forever, filthy meat puppet.
That's what I'm counting on. Sorry, Deros. I guess the American dream is a little hard for some to swallow.
He's getting away! Eviscerate the surface dweller!
That's how I got this.
Well, you see, I did some research on that. According to your draft papers, that scar has been on your arm since high school.
Mere Deros forgery. Now, back to my very true story. My virgin eyes had never witnessed what was in front of them. An unidentified flying object, or a UFO, as I call them. Note to self, trademarked later. The entrance was nearly invisible to the untrained eye. Fortunately, my eyes had years of training. Let's see what my skilled fingers can do.
Service down. Pressure beam disabled. Shields on. No attack symbol. Limited free. Automated data box disabled.
You've made quite a mess of our operations, Mr.
Private Fred Crisman.
Crimson? Well, Private Crimson, that shall be a name the Deros will never forget.
All right, I'm feeling pretty generous today, so I'll let you leave Earth in peace, or in pieces. Keep in mind I may not be feeling so kind in, say, 5 seconds.
Blast him with the torture ray!
Don't you just hate it when plans fall through?
Launch initiated.
Oh, thank you. You're back to help.
I help those who help themselves.
Do you know what minerals the cave was composed of by any chance?
20% limestone and 80% dead Deros.
Calling all reinforcements. We have been defeated by a meat sack known as Crimson. I hope you receive this signal. The Deros must reign supreme. Computer damage report.
Tractor beam operational. Pleasure beam operational. Fuel line. Danger, 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 danger.
In the end, the Deros were crushed by the weight of their own hubris. Also cave rocks. I know that it's a difficult story to believe.
We believe you, Mr. Crisman.
We?
Evening, fellas.
Calm down. This man is with me.
That's good. I thought he was a debt collector.
He's the one I'm actually writing this story about. This is...
Richard Sharp Shaver. First man to encounter the Deros and live to tell the tale. They don't just have rays that kill ya. They have rays of pure pain and pleasure.
No, that can't be. I first discovered them.
Say, that jacket looks familiar. I lost one just like it in a cave on Chaduba Island when I bravely fled from the Deros wrath.
The Big Brother program never warned me this could happen.
Mr. Crisman, I don't travel this far for just any John Doe with a crazy tale. I spoke with you because it verifies the specifics of Mr. Shaver's fabulous adventures.
This is smut. Is the entire story about you crossbreeding with aliens?
Only the first 5 chapters.
You write as though you're paid by the word.
And you talk as though you're paid by the word.
You perverse purveyors of pornography! What part of my tale even fits into this?
Right here, in the letters to the editor.
Sweet Adolph's facial follicles. The Shaver Mystery? The Shaver Mystery! The Shaver Mystery!
Say, are these jelly beans just for anyone?
This is Fred Crisman, signing off.